Hey there, let me show you around my challenge board. What is a challenge board, I hear you say? This is what I call my challenge board. It's like a wall of fame in my studio. And I have all these different challenges on it, and I get a lot of questions about it when it's featured in places about how exactly it works. So this is how it works in my studio. This poster, which you can download yourself at a link which I'll share below, and get printed, is where I put names of students who have completed various challenges. You'll see there's all sorts of things here. There's Technique Wizard, a Sight Reading Scholar, 3 levels of sight reading. You've got 30 Practice Bullseyes Challenge, Anyone, Anywhere, Anytime, Excellence, which is the memorizing challenge, 40 Pieces, which you might be familiar with, 100 Days of Practice, 3 levels of the 60-second challenge, which is for note naming, quickly naming notes off flashcards and playing them on the piano. Then you've got all the chords, scales, and transposing challenges as well. What I do when a student achieves one of these challenges during the year is I put a little magnet on the board, and I make these myself. So these are their names. You see, I keep them on this baking sheet / whiteboard, very official, and I keep them like this. These are just their names, and then they pop up here because this is made of metal. So I just pop it onto the board when they achieve that challenge, and everyone can see that they've got something new done. And my students love coming into the studio. A lot of them will look and see, is there anything new there this week? And they'll say, oh my gosh, was that one there before? No, they got it last week. So it's really great fun. It's a great way to get your studio interacting with each other and feeling like a community, even when they don't see each other week to week. You'll find details of what they do to achieve these challenges, but basically, you know, these ones are a certain number of notes in a minute. These ones are about a certain number of chords that they need to know and be able to play with a certain backing track, iReal Pro. I have another video on that if you want to check it out. Then we've got pentascales and scales there at different levels. So the way this poster is set up, you get to set the parameters. Yes, I have my own levels available on the site, but there's nothing on the board to say that you have to follow my levels. So whatever a scale apprentice is to you, you can use that. If that just means C major, go for it. For me, it means every major scale, similar, contrary, and arpeggio for each one. It could be less for you, it could be more, I don't know, but set it up the way you want it. No matter what you do, you can use those. And if you're a Vibrant Music teaching member, you can even get these separately. So if you only want the scale ones, you can get those on separate pages and put them all up side by side. So that's how those work. And then they have the little stickers that go on the front of their folder as well to show that they've achieved that and that they are collecting these challenges throughout the year and years that they're in my studio. So these act like Scouts badges for my students. The other question I always get about this challenge board, apart from how it works, well, there's 2 more really. First one is, what do they get? This is what they get. I don't believe in giving out candy or little trinkets. I don't think there's anything majorly wrong with that. If you love doing that, go for it. But I don't. I just give them their name on the board, and that is totally enough for my students. If you make a big enough deal about it, they will see it as a big deal too. So give it a try. Maybe you don't need the prize box. The second question I get is, but how do I print it? I don't get it. So people who aren't very tech savvy, hang on for the rest of the video, and I'm going to show you exactly how you would upload the poster file onto a printer's site, and also how you would print the stickers on my favorite sticker website, moo.com. So stay tuned for that. If you're done here and you know how to print a poster, then just leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the challenge poster idea and how you get on with it in your studio if you try it out. But otherwise, hang on and I'll show you how you upload these things to the printers. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually download the posters and stickers. So I've gone to this post here. You can get to this with the link underneath this video or by going to colourfulkeys.ie/board, as in BOARD. Now, there's a box here where I can download it, and I'm just going to enter my email in the box, whatever that is. Tick the box to consent to receive emails from me, and then you're going to subscribe. Now, that is on its way over to your inbox. When you get it, it should be pretty fast. When it comes through, this is what it'll look like, and you just click here to download it. Now that download will go wherever your downloads normally go on a Mac. That's in the downloads folder. So I'm just going to open that zip file. On a Windows, you might need to right click on that file and unzip it that way. I'll go into that folder now, and I have two subfolders. I've got posters and stickers. We're going to look at the posters first. So in this folder, you have 3 different sizes of the exact same poster. Let me take that over so you can see it properly. Okay, so they are all the same when you look at them. The difference is actually that they're different sizes. If you're in the US or elsewhere where you don't use international paper sizes, then you won't be familiar, but these are A0, A1 and A2, and these are standard paper sizes. So A0 is the biggest, the smallest number is the biggest, and the biggest number is the smallest, so A2 is the smallest, okay? A2 is about the same size as 4 pieces of letter paper if you're in the US, combined together, right? 4 of them. Okay, so what we need to do now is upload this to a site. So in Vistaprint, I'm using this as an example because it's available everywhere, but you can use your local printer if you want. I actually have an Irish printer that I prefer for Ireland, but Vistaprint is great because it works everywhere. So I go to signs and posters and then poster, and then I've got these different sizes here. Now the sizes are not going to match exactly because this is the US Vistaprint, so it's using inches rather than standard international sizes. But the closest one to A2 is going to be 18 by 24, so you can select that one. It'll just mean that you might have white border either side, and you can easily just cut that off. That would be the simplest. So A2, A1, A0, depending on how big you want it. So all you do is then go through the order process, and when they ask you for a file, you're going to upload the correct one depending on the size you've chosen. If you're outside of the US, of course, it will show A1, A2, A0, and you can choose which one you want there. So that's the posters. Vistaprint or any local printer, and you can, if it's a local printer, you can ask them about printing A2, A1, A0 because they may know about that already. Now the stickers are what I get even more questions about, and these I print from a company called Moo. Moo is pretty much everywhere as far as I know. So it's in the US, it's in the UK, and that's where I order from in Ireland, and I know there's an Australian side as well. So printed products and then stickers, and then round stickers are the ones that I'm using. And we click Start Making and upload a full design. Okay, now in our folder here we have our stickers, and these are all individual. This is what confuses people because they're individual files so that you can print whichever ones you want. So I'll just click and drag this in here. Okay, it's not letting me do it that way, so I'm going to go actually find the file. So in case that happens to you, I'll leave that in the video so you see the process. So let's say I want all of them. I can select all of them, or I can select just the chord ones or whatever I want. Let's say I want just these. Okay, open, and then Moo will upload those. Now, and that's what it's showing as the safe area. You see, I've already set it up that the text will stay inside that area, so that's fine. Have a look at the next one, and that's how they work. Now, Moo is not the cheapest option for printing stickers or printing anything. It is more of a premium one, but the magic of Moo is that you can print different designs within the one set. And most printers, virtually all printers, will not allow you to do that. You could get, say, 10 of this sticker, and then you'd have to order another separate 10 of the next sticker. And that means that it ends up being more expensive. If you just want one of the challenges, it's definitely going to be cheaper for you to go with a local printer or Vistaprint or anyone else. But if you want to do multiple different ones, Moo is actually probably going to be the cheapest because of what they call Printify, where they're printing as many different designs within one pack as you like. So you see it says here you can have up to 52 different designs. So that means that you don't have to pay extra for having all these different challenge stickers. And if you just upload 7 like I have here, you'll get those split across the pack. So you'll get an even number of each. If you want slightly extra of one or another, then just upload it twice. So that's how Moo works, and the cost is totally justified to me because they look fantastic, they look really presentable on the folders, and it's a big deal when a student earns a challenge. It's not something that happens really frequently. It takes quite a lot of work for them to get up to, say, even scale apprentice level is a lot. So I think it's worth it to have these fancier stickers, but you can absolutely just use the posters on their own, or you can print these at home. You'll just have to set it up based on the template you get with your label pack or sticker pack. I can't set that up for you because there are so many different variations, so that'll be up to you. From here on Moo, if you're going with this system, you just go ahead, choose quantity, place the order, and they'll arrive normally, I think, about a week or so later, maybe 10 days for me in Ireland, but it might be faster where you are. And they look absolutely fantastic, so I hope you enjoy them.